This is his house, alright. He appears not to be home. I think he's smart enough to receive this. But just in case, I think I'm gonna hang around.
Boom. Okay. Sun's going down. Everything's all nice and dandy. I think it's time for me to kick back and relax for once. Holy shit. You know, it's things have been like things have been going easy for me, you know? Like this is the type of vacation that I really want. This is what am I thinking? Monologuing. I'm talking to myself. Mumbling. Imagine. Anywho. Yeah, it's getting dark. I think it's best if I can just go to sleep. I I don't remember. What's this? I think it's time we had our meeting. You seem to be stronger than I realize. I think I'm stronger than you realize too. Carbon. Who does she think she is? Ah, hell with it. I'll ask her what she wants and I'll just be over the night. Alright. If I remember correctly, Carbon's place should be like somewhere along the path. Seems like this is her place. Oh, Jesus. Hello?
Looks like you got a bogey on your tail.
I don't.
Let's go inside where it's a little safer.
Yeah, sure. What do you want this time?
I think we need to have a talk.
About what? I already stopped bothering you, alright?
Not about that. You could take the vine. I know you can't fly.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Come on inside.
I'm surprised he kept the signs.
Yeah, I mean, you are saying nice things. Why would I get rid of them?
See?
Ready to have our talk?
Yeah, here, right?
Nope. Stand on this with me.
Okay. Oh, oh!
Back up. Hi.
Where the fuck am I?
So, that's kind of the power of this room. You won't remember anything about being in this room. You probably don't remember him either.
Who the fuck is...
That's my pet. He's just to make sure we don't get too feisty.
You just keep him in this room all this time?
No, but I need him here now, so he's here. I think we need to have our talk. I saw you got my book.
Right. About that, yeah. Let me just... Oh, wow, let me just take off my armor, but my inventory is kind of full, so I'm gonna have to leave a little mess in your space. But besides the point, all right, what is it that you want? I got your stupid little message.
I don't know if I'd call it stupid, but here's what we need to talk about. I feel like you have gotten stronger in the past month since you had arrived or crashed here. And I have a feeling that I'm stronger than you initially thought when we first had our talk. Now that you've been all settled and everything. Specifically because I have magic and you don't. I still sense something else in you though that I can't really quite put my finger on. So I want to talk about that.
I have nothing else to hide. I have zero clue what you're talking about.
You don't have magic because I sense no magic in you. But you have this kind of power. And I don't know what it is. And I feel like you're the only one who can tell me what it is. I would like to be not friends, but I would like to be at least neutral or allies where I can study you because you're the first of your kind to fall here, so I would like to study you. And at the same time, I'll stop doing stuff like this to you, where I scare the living shit out of you.
I, I don't know what to tell. I've been just living my life as like just a mere farmer, like I always have. I not bothering anyone ever since. You know. I
But that's the thing. You've only lived here a month, and there's a few people who have lived here a month that aren't established at all, and yet you already know how to farm, and you've already like interacted with the local wildlife. You're already not afraid of this guy. Usually, when I bring people down here, they're backed all the way up in the corner. You're almost in striking distance to him. So there's something about you. Maybe it's a lack of fear or something, but I don't know what it is. So there has to be more to the story than I'm just the lonely farmer who is just working on my things and minding my own business, because it's certainly not that.
what do you think? You're usually smarter than this.
You're right, I am. But I'm smarter because of the wisdom that I've gained after seeing something and just learning that information. Like I said, I've never seen something
Fine,
like you before. You're definitely the most human I've seen, but you're also something else that I sensed initially when you fell. I don't know what it is.
fine. But if I'm telling something about myself, then you might as well tell something about yourself because you're also hiding a little bit of secrets.
You're right, I am.
Are we
You
at a deal?
first. We have a deal. You first.
All right. But obviously, like I tell you, I'm not from this world. I'm from a different Earth. Shocking, I know. There are multiple Earths out here. I am not from this little universe. I came from a different world. A world that is a bit more progressed, but is still the same. We still have these types of creatures in the area. Pillagers, we have creepers, the same stuff. The only difference is the story itself. I came from a world where we've earned our powers. All right, we've um we've earned our powers from things, and yeah, that's how I know everything about magic and all that.
So you do have this brand of magic in your world, but you have to gain it or be gifted it rather than earn it.
You
Is that
wouldn't
what I'm
understand.
understanding?
You wouldn't understand.
Hmm. Okay. So what I'm hearing is from your Earth 2.0, you have you do have magic. You do have these kinds of creatures, which is probably why it only shocked you initially because it was there rather than it being something new to you. But then now it's come down to where did you get your power then? Because it clearly, I don't see it awakening in you because you're farming stuff by hand and not exactly using whatever your brand of magic is. So what is it?
I rather not say. That's
Fine, fine. I'm trying too hard. I guess as we a secret for a secret. How about that? Is it my turn
yeah,
to tell a secret now?
sure.
I have the ability. You probably are still curious on why how I know you have two lives when you've never told me.
Right. That set me off a little bit.
So, whenever I interact with someone, including right now, it's going to be going on right now. I have books that are magically written that tell me things about you that you may not say out loud, but you might currently be thinking of.
Let me see your little Ravager so that way I can just show my little hand here.
Chicken is his villagers are his favorite, but chicken is his second favorite.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
continue.
for example, I'll see stuff like you had two lives left because you were just thinking about your death as it happened. You may not have said that you died and you had gotten onto your second life, but I knew instantly because you were thinking about it. I can also learn stuff about how much of a threat you are and how much of a threat you could become, and I can see the peaks in that and see when I think I need to intervene and either ally with you, fight you, kill you, whatever. And for you, your skill level is peaking right now with your power level. So you are soon going to be the strongest you will ever be in your life. And I feel like now, when you're still weak, is a good time to try to gain your trust or at least consider you a neutral ally so you don't come wreck my little home life. I really have no evil intentions. My only intention is I just want to live here peacefully and not be bothered. I want to make sure that you're not some domineering, world taking over freak who's going to wreck this place. And if you are, I need to know at what point in your cycle to stop you. Make
If I'm
sense?
being honest right now, Carbon, if I wanted to take over this land, I would have done it in an instant.
And I would have stopped you from doing so because my books would have told me to. That's how this works here. We're a bit equally matched at this point.
Maybe.
But what?
But the
What?
reason why I'm not some fucking dictator of this world, the reason is just it's just that there's just too much blood in my hands. Right? You wouldn't understand, all right?
I would understand blood on hands. I've fallen, remember? I had to do something to fall. So I understand the blood on hands when you necessarily might not want them there. Now it's your
You're an
turn.
you're an
Hmm?
interesting person.
Thank you. And you are interesting as well, which is why I wanted to study you. And I think we could be good allies if we keep giving each other knowledge. I got one more piece of information I'm willing to share if you do. Give me the name of your power. Where does it come from? And I'll give you something bigger.
Fine, but don't tell anyone.
Oh well.
My powers were given by patrons, along with many others like me. Well, humans like me. Um, and these powers can be given, but they can be taken away. When I when I was first given these powers, the only way I can grant these powers is to obviously obey the patron that I'm serving. And during that time, my patron wasn't necessarily a kind one. And the one thing I did to secure his loyalty was to kill my best friend.
Did you do that out of intention? Did you do that of your own free will? Did you do it just
I
for the
don't
power?
know. I don't know.
Would you like to
I
know?
don't. I don't. I just want to forget it, Carbon.
That's fair. Can I tell you my bigger secret now?
Fine.
I have the ability to walk into people's minds and tell them what they wish to not see. You have something blocked that you can't unblock on your own, or bits of information that are no longer there. I can connect them, which is why I ask if you would like to know if you had killed your friend of your own free will to just gain power, which I'm not gonna lie would be a little concerning for your soul there. If you would like to leave that in the dark, I never intervene in the minds of people because I need their consent. I cannot walk in your minds and fix things without you knowing fully that I'm there. That is where my power ends. So that is something I can do for you. If that's not enough of a so-called gift of my secrets, I too have had to watch a friend die, and I too wish they could be here with me, and they are not. I understand the pain of losing someone you care about.
I. I'd rather keep the memory because it's a good reminder. I'd rather not forget it. As shitty as it is, I really don't want to make the same mistake again.
Then I will
I
not intervene.
want. I
Like
just
I
want to be a
said,
good person.
I'm not the bad guy here. If you do not want to know the truth of what happened, I will never intervene in your mind and figure it out myself because I cannot. Even if I could, but on my own free will, I wouldn't. It it could change a lot of things that I don't want changed. So I will.
Thank you.
Are you ready to go? I feel like there's
Yeah.
we've discussed all we can. All right, I've
What?
brought you out.
Wait, did we just have the discussion?
Yeah, we had it in here. You should it'll your memories will come back to you in a couple of seconds on where on
Uh,
the what we talked about.
I mean, yeah, but I don't remember it being here. I thought it was like somewhere else.
No. We were kind of walking around the house. I was talking about my kitchen, my storage. You kept asking about Boo, and we were talking about the memories. That should be a good enough trigger for you.
Yeah, yeah. It's all coming. It's just the. I feel like the setting would have been the setting's unclear. The thoughts. I mean, the words that we've spoken, yes, but just something doesn't. Maybe I'm just.
Unfortunately,
Never mind.
discussions with me tend to mess up the settings, but I do promise the conversation we had was 100% real, and the things we do discuss are true. I tend not to lie, per se, in my meetings, because then I don't get
Where's
an
my
accurate.
chicken?
Did you have chicken? I don't think I have any chicken. I might have some steak if you want some steak.
Oh no, I just. Oh hey, it's just weird that I thought there was chicken in my in my inventory, but it's just gone. I must have eaten it or shared it with you, maybe.
Yeah, I have a couple pieces here. You might have just given it to me.
All right. Well, I I guess I'm gonna head out.
Would you like a safe walk back? You don't have any armor on.
I
Oh, it's
I
daytime. You'll be fine.
when did I take off my armor?
You took it off before you came in.
Yeah,
It is customary to take off armor before walking into someone's house, anyway.
yeah. That's just
I will say, I think we had a good discussion here, but I still never got a truthful answer out of you. What shall I
okay.
consider you? A neutral? An ally? Or someone that I need to start preparing against?
I say an ally,
That's all I
but
wanted to hear.
but
I feel like your inventory's full, but I do have two things to give you.
well, I do safely recommend that that you prepare for the worst. You know,
I'm
there are
always prepared
moments
for
in
the
time.
worst.
There
Here,
are
here are my
moments in
two
time.
gifts for you. I did not have a chance to name them, but understand. Consider these two types my personality. One causes night vision, the other causes blindness. I'm two halves of a whole, a light and a dark, per to say. And though I don't like to mention it, I feel like my eyes mimic that as well.
Oh, I guess the eye is a topic later. I guess.
That is a topic for a never day.
Do you want your book back?
Mm, you keep it. It's always good to have stuff. It's always good to have stuff from your allies.
I
I will.
have a question.
Yes.
There, um, most. I'm only asking this because me and May have forgotten. But what was this depth that you were talking about? What do we need to do? You never even told us.
Oh, here's what you need to do. I had said I appreciate the signs, but at the same time, the vandalization was a big no. I was surprised you were able to avoid all of my traps somehow when this whole place is trapped and you shouldn't be able to get into this area when I'm not here, which I wasn't.
Well, the Nether portal was kind of an issue.
Ah. Are the humans portals leading to my portal again?
Yeah,
I'm going to have to fix that.
that's all right.
But other than that, that is all I wanted to discuss. And wow, it's nighttime. We were talking for a whole day. Just like buds. But that's all we discussed with May. Um,
So yeah,
May probably
just
won't really remember our discussion since she's probably a little too small, but I think you remember it.
yeah, just a little. Okay, just don't bother you ever again, type of stuff.
Uh,
When
don't bother me
when
when
you leave
I'm
me,
not home,
gotcha,
but I'll be
gotcha.
around. You are allies. You are welcome when I'm here.
All right. I'll see you later.
See ya. I'm glad I have an ally in this person. Otherwise, I would need to prepare more than I already am. Oh, don't you? Me? I didn't tell him about you, and I did not reveal anything people don't already know about me. Whatever Keith's true intentions are, he seems trustworthy now. Plus, if I sense untrust in him, I could always take a peek.